Hello, my name is Stephen Bailey. I'm Chief Strategist from AOE, and I'm happy to be here at the webinar and to talk about the topic how a company becomes future-proof with an omnichannel marketplace. And I would like to show you a few slides about this. And of course, first of all, a quick introduction of AOE. Hello, we are AOE, a company that shapes the future with transaction portals for your business. How and what do we bring to the table? This is what we do. Transaction portals, talents enable tech. We have great talents that enable tech solutions. This is the benefit for our customers. So we bring to the table system landscapes and service orientations in terms of significantly improve the operational business processes. And what we see also with our customers in generally, some of them are a little bit more advanced, but in generally, we have an IT deliver capacity which sort of serves your systems, your legacy, your kind of very, very important data for your company, of course. But looking at the future IT requirements and also looking at the competition that you are probably facing in the market is where we then close the gap with innovative agile speedboats with people, about 9 or 11 person in one team, or maybe even those several teams, depends on the project or the scalability that you're requiring, to serve the digital competition, the mobile, the big data analysis, and cloud and SaaS topics that you're probably facing right now. And this is what we can see. Also, of course, a quick profile of AOE, giving you a few facts and figures numbers. We are a gold Adobe partner solution provider, and we are profitable since 1999. We do about $30 million revenue on a global scale, and we have more than 250 people, I believe close to 280 to 300 people in our teams, in our headquarters. We have served already successfully over 1,500 enterprise projects and implemented them into the market of our customers. And we have like 2 headquarters, one in Wiesbaden, one in Frankfurt, but also several in various countries serving as a sales or project office in Zurich, Miami, Hong Kong, Dubai, and others at that point. And as having innovative agile speedboats, we see ourselves also as a first mover in the market, especially in the market that we've served in, the travel retail market, which of course has been hit by COVID-19 at the very moment. But here we have some kind of innovation that serve the success of our customers of today, even though they're really heavily struck by COVID. And maybe you are also in the market where you're struck by this, and maybe this will also give you an idea about looking at an omnichannel marketplace solution to find ways out of where you are probably maybe stuck right now. And if not, then you're pretty lucky, or you're in the right spot right now. And I will show you later on how we do this. Here also a few of our customer logos that we've served for and still are serving for, like Panasonic, PlayStation Network, the global network e-commerce solution for them, Cisco WebEx, in the telco business for Kongstar Telecom and others, and also for Heathrow, Frankfurt Airport, Singapore Airlines. And these are few customers I would like to refer later on, showing you what a marketplace omnichannel solution also can bring success in days of today. Before we start off looking more into what are the successes of our customers, and also maybe at the end of this presentation I will show you our architecture solution that we think serves different kind of use cases that we can see with our customers in terms of a marketplace omnichannel solution. I would like to show you also the step-by-step approach of digitalization in the way we do it. And of course, as we did it the last 10 years already, is the Agile Approach. But also the Agile Approach means like that we have to look at a very concrete customer problem and analyze the market. Some of our customers have already analyzed those, which is pretty cool, maybe also with some consultancies, or even though we can jump in and also consult our customers because we have high expertise in various markets as well. Then we come up with a hypothesis, thinking about a product vision, creating a backlog for that from the insights, from the KPIs that you may have, also your target groups, the markets, the products, the pricing, and all this, referring this, seeing what kind of data and also what kind of IT solutions you already have and what we can bring to the table as well in terms of serving this, making an omnichannel market solution very successful in the market. Then we enter into the lean startup, from the design thinking into the lean startup, and create an MVP maybe to experiment in the market and see how your customers react to this and what kind of success we can approach to, and also that we can refer to, and then to measure that in the market, to learn from the market, and then continuously redevelop and deploy new features in the marketplace solution, and building and iterate in a continuously development, agile scrum, and all this kind of methodology, serving the customer solution into the market. So it's a combination of design thinking, lean startup, and of course the agile scrum approach. One thing I would really like to heavily point out, which we have implemented in any kind of solution we did the last 10 to 20 years, is like AI and data science and data-driven. Of course, it's a pretty topic at the very right moment, and you probably heard quite a bit about this. But we love to stress out there are two topics that we would like to look at. Is cost reduction and sales increase. Cost reduction in terms of like having automatic segmentation and personalization, meaning reduction of manual tasks, reduction of errors and fraud, and also simplifying the data management very strongly using AI and KI. The prediction of problems and cancellations of customers is the other second topic that we would like to point out, where we use a lot of data-driven and also AI. It's like effectively analyze customer behavior, boosting with that the UX and customer engagement, and of course increasing sales by doing this. Before we enter into the market omnichannel solution, I also would like to show a little bit about what we've understood from the market and from the target groups that we're addressing to. Of course, everybody knows in 1999, we had like lots of catalogs and stuff like this. This has been digitalized and being mobile, and that's, of course, this is of today's. But the outcome of this, that what we can see like in terms of market research is like, or consumer research, is that products or stores are visited online prior the physical visit. And this is where we can see like 93%. And even though encountering even me as an older person, maybe, we call it maybe 53, but also looking at Generation Z or the millennials, we can see an even higher number. And this is 97%. And that's pretty the growing market that is uprising at that point. In B2C, of course. But also we can see this the same way looking at B2B. In the finance, in the health, in the automotive, and other kind of industries where there's a lot of B2B as well, or even the IT industry, Panasonic or Cisco WebEx, we can see the same kind of rising of numbers that people love to see before they go somewhere and understand what they're doing and what they might be purchasing as well. And one other big side effect that we can see, which is a nice one, and this is where we think like digitalization doesn't only mean like digital, but it also combines the physical store. And here is where webrooming kicks in, right? Meaning like that people look in advance to understand what kind of product will I be looking at when I get to the store, when I get into the city, or any kind of other physical store at that point. And I think the ideal combination is both. And this is also what we can see like from the consumer and market research, is like that 73% of millennials agree to that very strongly. And I agree to that too, because even though I look before I purchase a product and go into the city or go to an airport or go to a shopping mall or wherever else where you need a marketplace physically. I would love to understand where this is, what kind of price there is, and have this kind of comparison. And also what you can also see, like maybe your customer is at your competition and standing in the physical store, but combining this with the digital online approach, looking on a mobile, what kind of other prices I might find before I purchase that product when I'm in the store, even though I had this kind of experience when I'm been traveling in the past. Another thing, of course, it is all along the customer value chain, about the customer journey. And this is what you can see at the right top, is like that we can see in the travel world, there are several kind of touch points that we can see here. And one key success for customer experience and loyalty is the excellence of product choice, meaning there's a lot of products, there are various kind of retailers in this marketplace, maybe offering the same kind of products, but in a different kind of way, and also having a lot of information about the product. So it's all about data and, of course, the availability in the store itself or even though online. And last but not least, this is what we can see as well, and serving the omnichannel ideas, of course, not only omnichannel digitally to the various kind of touch points where we can see our customers using mobile or physical, but also at the end of the journey, so end to end, is also the omnichannel is like the service, product fulfillment, digitally or physically. This is something where fast service also kicks in into customer experience and loyalty. The OM3, our product, our marketplace omnichannel product, is as a transaction cloud solution, also serves the touch points of voice, mobile, and API. Also, maybe you want to serve this into your partners so they can use that, or you have third-party wholesalers using the same kind of data. So you have various kind of touch points. And then at the bottom, you see, like in the marketplace solution, there are various kind of services. Of course, the shopping part, the partner, the loyalty, the price engine, financial services, personalization, order management, customer support. It all comes along, and you choose what is then sensible for you to use in the marketplace. Is it the commerce? It is the services, payments vital to you? Then we can use those kind of components, and you do a step-by-step approach, building up a marketplace omnichannel solution. And taking the step-by-step approach takes me also to, it will make you a business enabler of digitalization, using a digital platform. Using a digital platform, as said, could be an Amazon marketplace as an Amazon seller, not yourself, but somebody, an Amazon seller selling for you in B2C, or you have your own shop. I believe some of you already have those already in place. But what about integrating to partners via APIs? What about the logistic and payment in terms of logistic support on and offline? What about multi-split payment? Multi-split payment is pretty wide, because at a marketplace solution you have hundreds of retailers or sellers that offering you the products via your marketplace solution. But you have one customer that love to purchase several kind of products from various kind of retailers. You have to apply to the legal requirements, GDPR and all this kind of stuff. But also you have to encounter that this customer will use only one MasterCard or any kind of other payment. And then maybe fraud will kick in terms of like when you clear against 3 different kind of retailers. So multi-split payment covers this. This is a solution we already have. And also it covers the concession fees. The concession fee that goes then to the merchant of record, the marketplace owner, because he's serving this platform, this digital platform, for all his different kind of retailers. So he gets a fee, and the retailers get their funding on the price, selling the product then to the customer. Also looking at third party, for example, Amazon, like B2B retailers or procurement portals, integrating B2B and C. And last but not least, of course, call center is like, as I'm talking to you right now, Some of your customers will love to talk also to your call center and to understand what this product's about before they start purchasing, and they need access as well to convert this into a sold product to your customers. Referring to the slide at the beginning about AI and KI, of course, data-driven commerce is pretty vital with all end business customers serving a digital platform. So you can see what I've been talking about with the OM3 solution as a digital marketplace solution. Personalized offers, services, price engine, mobile shopping, partner services, finance reports, loyalty program, all these have to be integrated digitally via microservices and having those components in place. But pretty vital, of course, is a single customer view. And how do we gather that? This we gather by having all this kind of different kind of touch points where a customer might be interested in, or even though you serve a known shopper, is like you can see what is happening on the portal, he logs in, maybe you can offer him up and cross-selling products at that very moment. There are members, there's a partner, there are trade fairs, you have websites, you have a community, apps and advertising, e-mobility, all these kind of touch points and all this kind of entering of data has to be pulled together in one customer single view. And that's where we use a lot of the Adobe Experience Cloud products and also the AEM, the Adobe sites. Experience Cloud meaning like analytics, campaign, targeting, and bringing this data together to analyze this, to convert within the marketplace solution your customer into a customer that orders products. And what we've seen, accordingly to what I've also referred on earlier, is like on a marketplace solution, now I'm getting to our customers that we've implemented this marketplace solution already, that we've seen like unimagined sales potential. Everybody has experienced the new reality of COVID-19. Everybody experienced the shutdown, lockdown, the empty stores and stuff like this. This is like Fraport has turned into a desert town, really, a shopping mall desert within a couple of days. Nevertheless, looking what we did so far for Frankfurt Airport the last 6-7 years, or started 6-7 years ago, is the world's leading travel omnichannel multi-merchant e-commerce platform. And also we have integrated here on and offline businesses, loyalty, on and off-pad fulfillment, along the whole customer journey. And what we've seen so far, and here a few numbers about the webrooming effect, is also that we can see like for every 100,000 unique visitor at the airport e-commerce platform. Of course, this means like seeing before COVID, getting there about 18 million, more than 18 million passengers running through their shopping mall. By the way, it's the biggest shopping mall in Germany. We can see that the physical retail has increased by 500 to 700k euros, which is a pretty strong effect. And another side effect of this is also what we see with COVID-19, that by 4 times sales grew during shutdown. How come? This is due to that we have a home delivery serving like the omnichannel touchpoint end to end at the end, of course, like bringing those products then to the customers. And also, by the other side, is like having this all digitally available on various kind of channels, if it's my deals or if it's the marketplace solution or anything else. Yeah, and then we come to our Singapore Airlines. Singapore Airlines is a company that we turned from a ticket into a commerce airline. And meaning from a ticket into commerce airline means like that they had a great vision, Singapore Airlines, a couple of years ago, to create a Chris shop, which is their own kind of shop where they serve like luxury products, travel retail items, and several others at that point, looking at an e-commerce shop. And this is where we can see like even though with COVID-19, sales has grown 5 times as much. So the fleet is grounded, being hit by COVID-19, and also at the very same time, sales has grown. And of course, we've implemented a solution which is seamless in the consistent user journey. Meaning like touch points everywhere at any time. meaning at home, at destination, on the way, maybe at airport, in flight, and then also serving home delivery. And this is the case that we have here so far too. So we have every product digitally available at a very touch point sitting at home, and on the other side also serving home delivery, that's so delivering those products then to our customers or to the customers of our customer. Let's put it this way, Singapore Airlines customers, using their loyalty points, using MasterCard, credit card, and all these kind of things. So this is probably 2 success stories that we can see, which we've never seen before, or never have thought of, because nobody knew that a pandemic would be hitting us so strongly. But now they're in a place where this really kicks in, and where they can, with a market omnichannel solution, be very flexible to what maybe you already been hit by, or maybe in future other topics that might arise as well, to cover those cases and to be available and flexible in the market, and even though still have a strong cash flow. Hopefully flying will start again, so the shopping journey can also go and continues in flight. I mean, this is also a cool success story of Singapore Airlines. We have it ready, but of course at the very moment they aren't using it so far, because I mean not many planes are flying. This is what we can see too. And then also looking at the very end at an architecture solution, and this is what I said like at the beginning, is like that we have our OM3 Suite. So what is needed to achieve such a success or such an experience? So looking at the left corner, it is like we have all the front-end pieces. We have the Adobe Experience Manager, meaning Adobe Sites, serving the website. We have a headless commerce serving like B2B, B2C, employer and partner. And also we have marketing tools, the Adobe Experience Cloud, using that the same way. So all the analytics and targets and campaigns, this is where we bring this to the table. And then in the business services, we have the e-commerce solution by Magento. We have an order management solution, also by Magento. We're using the logistic portal, which we created ourselves. We have a PIM solution using Akeneo. We have a search and personalization very strongly, and this is where we drive a lot of data again, is our search experience solution. We have My Account. Maybe you have your own kind of identity rights management, but we serve this too in terms of like having the services for single sign-on services. And in the service in the middle column, we also have price engine. We have a data importer. We have customer data. We have multi-payment and invoice services for all the financial reports for the merchant of record and their finance department. As said, like we have all those kind of multi-split payment in place, and then the microservice and API gateways. All that is also on a cloud, AWS. And then, of course, we integrate in those backends, the backends of a merchant for delivery, for fulfillment, also to the ERPs, to the SAP. Maybe there's also a price engine that comes along. There's a CRM such as Salesforce or Microsoft Dynamics, or even though logistic information that are needed. And last but not least, of course, the payment service provider like Ingenico, WorldPay, and many more at that point. So this closing the webinar so far gives you an idea about making it a little bit more technical, what a marketplace omnichannel solution is needed in terms of what kind of components are in place to use. And hopefully this gives you a bit of an insight, and hopefully you become our new customer, and hopefully you took away a few of the ideas to make it a little bit more clear what we're talking about when we talk about a future-proof omnichannel marketplace solution, bringing it into the future. Now, closing this, my name is Stephen Bailey from AOE. I'm pretty happy to get a few more questions, and I will be answering those. And maybe if not all of them, I will be very happy to send you an email answering those. So please refer and come back to me, and happy to engage. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you again.